I was just making a quick video talking about why I got this Delta 2. So basically, if you follow the channel, I've had like a whole bunch of different power stations from all different brands. And I kind of decided that, I was just getting too many of them. And I wanted to consolidate into kind of like, one unit. If I could just have like one unit that could kind of do everything that I was looking for. And when I talk about everything, that includes like, being very portable and just being able to pick it up easily and move it easily, right? So, and as I mentioned in my other video, basically it kind of became a no-brainer with this Delta 2 because of the weight, the capacity, the inverter, the solar specs, and just, really just the weight. So basically being, about 26 pounds, this thing is just it's one of the easiest, the lightest power stations I have. So, and this is including, basically all my other power stations were NMC batteries. So this is just, basically it became an easy choice. Now the other one that I was kind of heavily considering was actually the Goal Zero 1000X. I had the 1000 core, and I'm just kind of a big fan of Goal Zero and the design, the aluminum construction. I like that kind of storage box on top. And the 1000X just had the kind of the upgrades I was looking for as far as like a bigger inverter and more solar, more solar charging. So, and I like the form factor of the Goal Zero as well. Kind of, everything on the front, things I talk about in my videos. But basically, I couldn't really pass up the Delta 2 because the Delta 2 was cheaper, and the Delta 2 is lighter than the Goal Zero, which has NMC batteries. So that's just insane. Like, I mean, I'm all for like because lightweight is such a big factor for me. If I could go lightweight, then that's okay. I'm gonna go with NMC batteries. Still, I still think as I made in some of my other videos, especially my life cycle video. If you haven't seen that, you might want to check that out as well. Like I think the life cycle issue, it's actually on paper it makes NMC batteries look significantly worse in comparison to LFP batteries than they really are. Now, LFP batteries are still going to give you more life cycles, and they're still just kind of better overall. But I think that the gap is maybe not quite as extreme as some people like to think. So yeah, I would have still considered an NMC power station like that Goal Zero, but Delta 2 weighs actually about 5 pounds less with LFP batteries than the Goal Zero 1000X does with NMC batteries, and the capacity is about the same. In fact, the Delta 2 actually has a little bit more. So, and then, the Delta 2 was cheaper. So, so yeah, I just, and then there's also the fact that I didn't get the bundle with the extra battery. But I probably will at some point just because I do kind of like the idea of having just some extra capacity sitting around that I can kind of keep topped off. I mean, I'm not going to charge it. I'm not going to just have it sitting at 100%, but maybe like 80%. That's kind of a good number for storage as far as being easy on the battery and still going to give you lots of capacity. So I'll probably do that eventually, and I do like too that the extra battery has that little storage box on top again, kind of like the Goal Zero does. So that I could definitely see kind of just having hanging around. And then I can kind of use the Delta 2, like, I can really cycle through it a lot, especially with, being LFP batteries. I plan to use this thing with solar charging. I got some solar panels now. So, and again, even though the capacity is a little bit less, with good solar specs, I think that's almost more important because then you can always go up and you can always, charge it all the way back up. If you have a lot of capacity and no solar, when you run out of juice, then what? And now, as much as I love this unit, it's not perfect. So actually, what I'm gonna do, especially since this video is kind of getting a little long here, is I'm going to make a separate video kind of talking about just like a quick review of this thing, and I'll especially kind of talk about the design stuff because there is some things that I do want to talk about with that as far as the layout and just some of the other little design details that I've noticed. And then also I did have the Ecoflow Delta Mini, so we'll kind of talk about a little bit of a comparison of that as well. So yeah, hopefully you just kind of found this video interesting, and I know there is some interest out there in the Delta 2. So yeah, more videos coming, so definitely check those out, and yeah, thanks for watching.